sugar, so we're gonna do that right now.
Today we're going to be making a green Thai tea as I give you guys some tips on Bangkok. And yes, a green Thai tea instead of an orange Thai tea because I feel like the green tastes better. I also have the recipe right here because I don't want to scroll through ads to get the recipe. So there's two ways to get out of the airport, one by car and one by train. And the mode of transportation kind of depends on the day and how much luggage you have. So let's first talk about cars. So with cars, you can either take taxi, but I recommend taking a Grab because on the app, it shows you how much you're actually going to pay because some taxi drivers here and there could try to scam you or turn the meter off and charge you like more than you're actually needed to pay. So with trains, there is a train from the airport to the city. It's affordable, but I would say if you have a lot of luggage, it's kind of annoying to like take it onto the train, but it's not the end of the world. When I went to Bangkok, I took a Grab and it was in the middle of the night, so I didn't have any trouble finding a Grab. But I've seen a lot of other travelers, they arrive at the airport at like 3 p.m. where it's busy and the Grab line is super long. If the line is super long, probably hop on the train. If the Grab line isn't long, you have a lot of luggages, take a Grab. Still waiting for the water to boil, but as we're on the topic of transportation, let's talk about tuk-tuks. So they're super fun, and I think, you should take one, but just be aware that the driver could charge you a higher price than you normally would be charged. During my whole trip there, it was mainly just Grabs for me, and I took the train. Okay, water's boiled now. I'm just gonna get the ingredients ready. What were we talking about? Oh, trains. So with trains, there's two types of trains. There's the MRT that is typically underground. And with the MRT, you can just pay with a Visa card. You would just tap on and tap off. There's another type of train called the Sky Train. You would need to buy a train ticket. It's like a little card that they give you. You would tap on. And then when you get off the train and you exit, you would like return the card. Also, another recommendation is get familiar with using Google Maps, especially the transit function on Google Maps. I'm making a mess here. If you want to be closer to the river and more cultural areas, then I would recommend staying in the Khao San area. If you're more into nightlife and shopping, I would probably recommend the Sukhumvit area. So last time I went to Bangkok, I stayed in Soi 11, and there was a lot of nightlife, there was a lot of street food. But what I like about it was close to the SkyTrain, and it was close to a bunch of like different shopping malls. But whatever place you pick, just make sure it's either close to an MRT or SkyTrain, so that way you can make your lives a lot easier. Okay, let me double check my ingredients right here. So what attractions are there in Bangkok? So the big three is Wat Pho, that is the reclining Buddha. Another one is the Grand Palace. There's also other museums that the Grand Palace ticket gives you access to, but most people, they just think it lets them into the Grand Palace. Yumi, what are you doing? Get off. There's also the floating markets. There's multiple, and the one I recommend is this one. I can't pronounce it. I'll put it on screen. And essentially this floating market is a 1 or 2 hour drive away from Bangkok, but I would super recommend doing it with a tour so you don't get scanned by a taxi driver and get left stranded there, because there's like only like one bus back to Bangkok. Watch out for scams around Grand Palace and Wat Pho. There's going to be people waiting outside of the train station, or just like tuk-tuk drivers in general trying to be nice to you. And if you look lost, they're going to come up to you and they're going to ask like, oh, like, where are you going? Where are you headed? And if you say Grand Palace, they're going to say that's closed for a religious ceremony, but it's not actually closed. And what they do is like, they take you in their tut-tut and they like drive you to like different locations that they would get like commission for and like would upcharge you. So just check on Google Maps if it's open or not. Also, I'm eyeballing, so I don't have specific measurements. The real legit Thai tea, this is not how you make it. it actually uses like a sock. I found the sock, but then I was like, what else am I doing? Some other fun things to do in Bangkok is to shop. So here's a quick bargaining guide for those of you that don't know how to bargain yet. If you're just on the street, you're going to see a bunch of products without a price on it. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask the owner like, oh, like how much does this cost? You're going to take whatever price they give you and you're going to convert it into your home currency. And then you're going to figure out how much you actually want to pay for it. Then using the price they give you, you would take 30 to 50% off of that. And you would go back and forth negotiating, hopefully getting to the price that you would pay for the product. If it gets to a point where they won't budge on negotiating further, you would walk away. And usually when you walk away, they would like tell you to come back and like settle with your price. And it will happen where they can't take that price and you will have to walk away. But whatever you're looking for, they probably sell it elsewhere. Another thing you should do in Bangkok is try out the different cuisines there. So stuff like tom yum soup, I could literally eat this every single day with rice. They have a bunch of sauté, which is grilled meat skewers. Of course, pad thai, and there's like different variations of pad thai that you could get. If you like spicy, then I would go with som tum. With these types of food, you probably could get it down the street. They're literally everywhere. Or you can order the food through Grab to have it delivered to your hotel room. And it's pretty affordable. Like I ordered mango sticky rice, some soup, and a sauté. And all of that was like $8, including delivery to my hotel room. And I was living. Grab a new cup. I'm gonna add some ice to it. I don't know why I'm drinking it ice, because it's like the middle of winter in Washington. Are you ready for the pour? Here we go. Oh wow, it's so green. It's like Shrek's swamp up in here. And then I'm gonna be drinking this for the whole weekend. And we're gonna pour a condensed milk and milk mixture. You would want to use evaporated milk, but I didn't have evaporated milk, so I just used regular milk. And then we're gonna use the spoon. I'm gonna do this thing. And look at that. So pretty. Wow. I was expecting the worst. I was expecting it to just taste like tea, but it has like sweetness to it. What I would get in Thailand. I just now realized that I should have taken a like thumbnail pic or something of this tea before I started drinking it. Okay, as we enjoy this green Thai tea, we're gonna go over some final tips that I have for you. So we're gonna go over some key terms, and just remember that Thai words, they have masculine and feminine words. I low-key was using the wrong one until I went on a tour and they taught me the difference. So hello is swati, and then if you're a guy, it's ka. If you're a girl, it's ka. So for dudes, it's swati ka is hello. For girls, it's swati ka. Okay, we're also gonna learn thank you, and that is kopun ka, kapun ka. Some final tips for Bangkok is number one, try to be flexible with your schedule. There's a lot of different things for you to do in Bangkok, and probably the best way for you to explore Bangkok is just by walking down the street, exploring. You don't have to follow like a set itinerary because there are so many things for you to do and try. Number two is just be respectful of the locals. Make sure you learn the language as the best you can. Make an effort. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing trip. Let me know all about it when you get back. Until next time, travel well. Is it time for a quick ASMR break? I don't know if you can hear it purring or not.